Hey, Mr. Nick, I live in the Memphian ghetto. Do you have any funny things to say to my gangbanger neighbors?
Hey, shut up over there!
Music's a little loud!
Will you wieners shut that music off? It's too loud, and your butt stinks. Hey, fart breath, you better cut it out, or me and my friends are over there, and we're gonna kick your butts, and you're gonna be in big trouble. Yeah, you guys watching the hockey game later? You have to excuse me, I'm getting a hard-on over here in my cashmere pants.
Boing.
Oh, God.
And this house is from 𝐿𝐎𝐻𝐿 and says, did I find a gem or am I stupid?
Gem.
Needs a lot, but 13 acres and kind of cool.
Horny, or I'm gonna get it. Come on. He's probably putting his kid to bed. I'm gonna lose it.
Hi, this is
son of a bitch! Stop putting your kid to bed. This is what I torture my brother on right here. This is a deal. I'll be there in the morning.
He's not lying.
God, my d is so red right now.
Oh, jeez.
Fuck. I'll meet you at Amy! Amy! Where are you? I've been here for over a minute! What is that, a bomb?
Cool. This is his neighbor, and they want to make it an Airbnb. I don't want it to be. Any advice?
Call the town.
Light it on fire.
Yeah. F your girlfriend on the porch outside. So they get bad ratings all the time. Oh, God, my asshole! Oh, you hitting it tonight, big dog. Whoa, wow.
Bruh.
Put fake cameras up on your property. Like, put a
good.
sign up on your yard that says we're watching you and I'm horny. We have like rednecks around where I live where two neighbors will war with each other and they'll be like, haha, I won. Mm-hmm. And like signs with words on them. Like, guy who lives next door is a fucking asshole. Honk for assholes. Like that kind of shit.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, it's expensive to live in Alaska. I've never seen a deal in Alaska. I saw one.
It was in an igloo that you could buy for a dead seal.
Yeah.
Not exactly a mid-century modern mansion.
Right, exactly. It's not some Art Deco gem in the middle is. And the house I remember was bought by Watanabe Nata.
Yeah.
And he told me straight up, he was like, you know, he had like this thing, you know, the line.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, dude, I got ink too. Check this out, it's a tree.
Yeah.
I got ink. Yeah, I got some ink. Oh, yeah, you got the stripe there on your chin? That's pretty cool. Yeah, I got ink. This is like a fire on top. This is a crown over here. And then I got flames.
Got a 𝐒𝐿𝐒𝐿 on my calf.
Yeah, that's from my dad. My grandfather used to drive 𝐒𝐿𝐿's Cadillac, baby. I got the guns here, kind of badass. You know what I mean? I got my mother's and father's birth year on there. Kind of makes me, you know, remember my family. Listen, Apache guy, I got like on my back, I got the Maltese cross from 𝐑𝐂_bikes on the top of my neck. It looks like a white pride symbol. It's not. It's just, I thought it was cool. It's like West Coast choppers and shit. Yeah, I got that up there. And then I got my last name tattooed across my back. Yeah, that's kind of cool.
It's a big white fur coat you got there. Where'd you get it from? Roar? What does that mean? It's a polar bear.
You just talking to a polar bear? Well, you're pretty angry. You know, you don't got to get angry with me.
Oh,
Why don't you slow down over here? You got a full siding job, the full house. I mean,
built with hot dogs.
yeah, you can't band-aid that, my man. Or please don't band-aid it. Honestly, band-aid it and sell it if I were you.
Don't need a band-aid.
Landscaping advice. Let's not. Now we're taking a 900-pounder out for dinner with that needs and she's telling you she needs a nose job. And you say, baby girl, we got to get your heart to stop beating out of its chest. That's what you're telling me right now, the way that's fitting up. You have a 900-pound woman on a second date. You're not that into her. She's being kind of a dick to you. She's like, I think I need a nose job. Are you ever going to help me pay for it? If you ever think about touching my pussy until you buy me a diamond ring, you're crazy. That's what this house is to you right now. You're not getting any nookie. Like a frothing hot chocolate shit is overflowing out of her, and you're like thinking about, dude, you got problems, my man. I don't even know what you guys do down in Texas, but that is a problem, bro. You got a father-in-law that you want to impress. Show him that you have taste. You're trying to rim his daughter, okay? Just remember that.
Yo.
You know what I mean? Hey, the guy trying to rail my sweet Cheryl, my little softball sweetie. He's got a lot of class, and he got me a hell of an ashtray for my cigars, for my stogies. Hey,
How old's your daughter?
how old's your daughter? I haven't called me in 18 years. Hey, it's me, Rocky.
Haven't called me in 18 years and 9 months.
Wow, she's gonna be a real beauty queen. Wow, what a beauty. The joke that Alex and I have on the road is that it's Sylvester Stallone is just walking around looking at babies in carriages.
Pregnant women saying, "Oh, how old's your daughter?"
Wow, this is so cute.
She's single.
She's gonna be a stunner. Have her call me in 18 and a half years. What's going on here, big guy? Do we have a leak? $2 million? Yard sale furniture? I'll bet you $100. I think I can tell you what happened here. This guy bought this house in 2007 for for $490. No, $511. You don't have a thing that's worth $1 in here. $322 in 03. I should have stayed low. I mean, it's a nice area, but it's been on the market for a year. This is a stubborn son of a war hero, kid, gray Corvette buying. They only made $500,000 that year. I guarantee the realtor is a woman. When you have a mid-century house like this and you don't have a piece of period-correct decorum, you're an insult to the house. The architect is rolling over in his grave. There's not anything worth $1. And I'd call Jacob himself and I say, what's this old 75-year-old, 71-year-old stubborn insurance prick who owns this place doing with this house? Why does he want a real offer? How does $712,000 sound? Are you kidding me? Shut up. I'll give him $75 for the painting. I'll give you $90 for the table. The rest of the furniture you can throw in the trash. The fake 1999 Bijar is worthless. The matching Target lamps. Nothing is worth $1. That's IKEA furniture, a trampoline. Nice benchmarks, bro.
But Nick, a house that isn't my house sold for more.
A house that's better than mine sold for more money. There's a pile of money over there that's more money than this money. Yeah, dead tells, guys. If you have a period correct house that's not done period correct, that's a stubborn kid. That's an opportunist. You can almost guarantee you're never going to be able to make a deal. The only way to do it is to f with them and make them bad offers. But please, by all means, try it. Hey, you want an offer? Just be an asshole. Who cares? Who cares? There's no insulting offer. If I had $225 on that and the thing stayed on my website for 7 months, do you think I would be mad at you if you offered me $80 for it? No, I wouldn't. I'd sell it to you for $80. Bye. That's what my boss taught me that one time. So don't be fucking scared of him. I used to be a little timid when I was even later on in my career. Tell him to sit down. I'm like, no, I don't really sell like that. Tell him to sit down. Enough now. I used to lose control of my customers. They would start bossing me around because Cadillac people are doing it. And he goes, go tell him to sit down or get the fuck out. Tell him that just like that. And I'd be like this, sit down or get the fuck out. We're sick of your shit. And these two brothers were like, all right. And I was like, oh, that works. Seriously, when people are being ridiculous like this, a house on the market for 8 months, guys, what the fuck do you want to sell this thing for? $375? Sometimes it's not control. It's not being a dickhead, but take that all in with a grain of salt. It's just a true story. It is what it is. I used to sell kind of nice guy. And then when I was 24, I cut it out and I was like, oh yeah, I get it. I'm getting shoved around. Sweden, the girls were so hot. But I remember the women saying, the pecking order in Sweden is women, dog, cat, male. And I was like, good joke. Yeah. It was an odd thing. It was like a supermodel giving you head like this. Yeah. Have you ever gotten weird head?
Yep.
And the arch of their back is instantly disqualifiable as sexy?
I don't have the guts to say anything. I just
No, you take the head.
Yeah.
But have you ever seen the form of head just be like, God damn, this is unsexy?
Yep.
That's what all Swedish women talking look like. They sound like too. Yeah. I was in a full jacket in the middle of winter. I was there December 15th. And it was so cold, it would shake your spine. It was like, oh my God. And I would smoke cigarettes outside. And I'd be like, oh God. Oh. And he's like, you have to control your breathing. And he was like a skinny kid in a t-shirt. And I was a fat ass in a mattress. And I couldn't believe it. Please don't, you should, if you have a chunk of money, I know it's burning a hole in your pocket. For all you guys have chunks of money and savings. I get it. It does burn a hole. It burns a hole in my pocket. I totally get it. Salt your money in crypto. I'm buying Bitcoin literally today. Every Bitcoin you don't buy is costing you $13 million.
I heard that, Mr. Sailor. That's, yeah.
I told you that already. Every Bitcoin you don't buy is $13 million.
If you bought a house in 1784 for $1, today it would be worth $100,000.
My house is worth over $140 million. Honestly, the best piece of advice is, buddy, get your mainstays, your gym membership, the stuff you need to do said, your health, read books, take care of yourself, build your brain up. 𝐂𝐂 iced coffee. If you drink coffee, yeah, you're spending $5 a day on coffee. I've been doing this for 7 years. It changed my life. I leave my house every day with a $5 to $7, depending on what city you're in, cup of good ass coffee every day. I've been doing it for 7 years. I've never felt richer than that. That's the one thing that out of all the stupid that I buy, that's number one. That hit me harder than my ass Porsche lease that I thought was going to make me feel better and didn't, even though I was driving a lady's car. Even though I was shaving my pussy every day with my Venus, and when I was getting my pussy smooth, and I would love to tell people when I was on the road, I'm bald down there.
Yeah, I'm your fire.
I'm your fire. I'm your desire. Even though it smells like a hockey glove. You know what I love about wind turbines? I love renewable energy. And I don't know if you know about this, but Mother Earth cuts checks.
Yes, Mother Canna.
Mother Canna?
Yeah.
Yeah. Green Mother Canna cuts checks. I think I looked at my power bill. I got to the bottom of it. And you know what it said?
It must be really low. There's a lot of turbines around here.
It's the more than have ever been on the planet in 2025. How many wind turbines are there on this planet? We had over 1,000 gigawatts of wind power.
In 30 years, you can microwave one pizza roll.
Yeah. Listen, by destroying a coastline view for thousands of people, for millions of people across the United States, we are able to cook so many Totino's pizza rolls for impoverished children
Upwards
after
of
the
100.
football games.
Life's about trade-offs, Nick.
It is about trade-offs. And if I can save Mother Earth from scorching from the oil refineries, the nasty oil from the dinosaur bones. Mother Earth called me today, and you know what she said? I have a check for you. Wind turbines are owned by me, Mother Earth, the healer. I noticed your power bill was $317. Here's a check for $316.
It's going higher.
What?
Yeah.
Wind turbine, renewable energy.
You walk in, there's a guy like, hey, what's going on? Just come over here. He's like putting a baby raptor into a blender.
Hey, man, you're not going to believe this. Like, get in there. Oh, he's a wiggly little bastard. And truly, the men who own the offshore plant in Rhode Island, I've met them. I've sold them cars. What kind of cars did they buy?
Something sensible, probably.
Something sensible, because they're in. You know what they bought? They showed up in Rolls Royces and bought race cars from me.
Oh.
They all bought 3 race cars from me because they're sensible. They like to race their cars around while they get head from women who aren't their wives. Mother Earth loves that. The renewable energy allows them the tax rebates from the town that they just recently discovered after moving out of Manhattan. They come to a small coastline 2 hours outside the city where they can easily helicopter in and still brutalize my coastline by installing 5 windmills within eyesight of Block Island so they can too receive tax benefits and brutalize my coastline.
Nick, while we're on the topic, I hope I never see a straw again in my life.
I hope so, neither, because I wouldn't want an impoverished child to choke on them.
Those things are evil, and it's your fault.
I think Dallas is going to be a fold soon. DC's the story. Of course it is. When we were in DC, we came over like basically behind the White House. I remember looking at areas that look like the east side of Providence. I know what I was looking at. $1.3 million for very small houses. Extremely high prices per square foot. Now that Trump's cutting jobs there, people are packing their bags and getting the fuck out of there. They are going to be so bent out of shape when they realize, well, it was overpriced. And they didn't mind when they were using government money, government funds, government salaries, having a job where they were getting paid $300,000 a year where they had no business making that. They are cut. I have no mercy whatsoever for people packing their bags in Washington, D.C. and getting the fuck out. Obviously, I don't.
Panda Express hiring.
What is it?
Panda Express
you
is
can go
hiring.
serve chicken. And you know what? I'll tell you what. Anybody in D.C. that just got fired from any of those programs, you can come to my house and you can clean my toilets. I'll tell you what. I'll pay you $14 an hour in 1 hour. But I do expect you to clean 3 toilets in 1 hour, and you can do that every Monday. Why don't you come over and clean my toilet? Why don't you send me pictures of your pussy in your asshole too?
Hey, now.
I pull them right by their hair.
I'm sure a lot of them are going to resort to that.
Grown women.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Wearing business suits to clean toilets, like the stuff they wore to like. I was in the Oval Office, and you're like, why don't you send me pictures of your pussy in your asshole? This is the advice I would give to like Nick Mullen and Adam Friedland and guys who live in the city who like, I'm like, just get the out of that city and go to a Hudson, go to a Portland, Maine, a ski town, small town New England, small town New York, upstate. I'm sure parts of Pennsylvania are probably banging as shit. I really have yet to explore outside Philly, but
I could never leave New York. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's so good. I know the food is literally unbelievable.
It's awesome.
The New York romance, cool, dude. You have a 1995 woman's POV. Congratulations. Cool. It's always something going on. Yeah, you have a problem. Yeah, I got it. You can use New York like it would use you. You can go there. You can do your cook. You can stay in a hotel. You can come home. It's cool enough. Treat the fucking city like it would treat you, and then get a place 2.5 to 4 hours outside the city. Train in and train out. Jesus Christ! But falling in love and trying to keep up with the Joneses and trying to make the math in New York City, you're a moron. Do you know how many times have my New York friends hit me up with like, "This isn't bad." Yes, it is. Stop it. This isn't. Yes, it's bad. The math doesn't math. It's $500,000 for a 400 square foot condo. It's shit. Well, I rent for $2,000. Then why are you calling me for a $500,000 condo that needs $100,000? What the fuck? Are you stupid? I thought you went to Berkeley College of Music. Jesus Christ. You got $60,000. You know how much house you can buy in central Massachusetts? A ton. A ton. You know how much you're going to get in the middle of nowhere? With your cool Brooklyn stories, a ton. You're going to be knee deep in old hippie gash. Good for you. Because I can't. Yeah, and check out the Matt and Shane Secret Podcast. It's a little tiny podcast you might know. Look on the floor. You might notice something that's on the floor there. Where in the fucking world would they get something like that? Where would a couple of millionaires get something like that? From me! And this is the song from TikTok, Sahara.